think we wanted to really start it off with a bang and, introduce Ari's first character, or characters, and throw a number of our characters into really, really tough situations. Sarah's in a situation that she would have never expected to have to pull off. And I think Delphine, too, is in a very interesting and new place in this season. We're still, it's a loose plan. It's a loose master plan. But I think that season 3 loosely, the arc of season 3 is loosely what we envisioned. Maybe not at the beginning of season 1, but maybe by the beginning of season 2, we were seeing discovering where we knew we wanted to introduce male clones at the end of season 2. So, and we knew some of the things that we wanted, some of the revelations about that we already had. So in one sense, like that, it's close to what we envisioned. On the other hand, we are always flexible enough that it's to sort of roll with the punches and be quick on our feet. For instance, we didn't know that it was going to be Ari Millen's character that was the male clone. That came about because we discovered a really fine actor, and we decided not to kill him. And then we decided that maybe it could be him, and that the show would double back on itself, and the revelation would come from our own cast rather than hiring someone new, which we kind of thought we would bring in a brand new person. Going back to our own cast and selecting Ari from that really helps draw it together. Christian Brun's character, Donnie, the moment when he pulled the trigger on Dr. Leakey, I think that's when everybody was like, Donnie rocks! And it was partly that moment and that discovery that gave us Alison and Donnie's character arc as a couple for the 3rd season, because we'd only seen them fractured, and Donnie was a schlub, and then he was an agent, and then he was a liar, and then he's back to being a schlub. But then they bond over this. They bond to protect their family. They come together over the slaying of Dr. Leakey, and now we get to see them together, which is we get to see Team Hendrix in all their perverted glory. I don't want to do any other clones. Not yet. No, I think we would definitely focus on these 2 great actors. Yeah. Definitely. Delphine this year, very, very conflicted, revealing something much different than we've seen before. Challenging the audience with what their expectations are of that character and what they want from that character versus what the character is going to be able to give us, and a very a performance throughout the season that walks this tightrope of of keeping this promise that she made in the 2nd season, that I will love all your sisters equally, and having to take on, having to become go deeper into the beast in order to keep them safe, making those sacrifices and not necessarily being a good guy to fulfill the promise, and also Paul. And it's kind of a similar character story for Paul, where he's a guy he's even more of a double agent. But where is his heart? Where does his heart lie? And look, it was really a nice journey with Paul this year, discovering where his heart lies. So those were 2 very complex and very hard to write character lines that I think really play nicely and very, very Orphan Black. Oh, you can't keep John Fawcett away from his giant finale clone scene. I can't give it away, but yes, we do another great big clone scene in the finale, and I've seen a cut of it, and it's pretty awesome. I know. I agonize over how much pain we put them through. Even Helena, who can hack it, who can take it. It's like, are we just being too mean to Helena? Can we just give her a lollipop? Feel better, some Jello. Yeah, we do agonize over it, but that's drama. The harder you make it on the characters, the greater the triumph if they can come out of it. Maybe in the final minute of the series. Again, loosely, we've always known where we think it ends. Yes, yeah, we've always known the end of the mystery. Well, we're really comfortable with 10, and we don't want it to make it more because it's a mystery, and we don't want it to spin its wheels. We want to keep the pace. 10 episodes allows us to keep the pace. If we went 13, I think the air would come out a little bit, and Tatiana might just collapse.